Hello, Reformers, and welcome back to Prophecy of Pendor. Now, when we left off, we had done battle with a couple of Ravensturn vassals. That seems to be quite the running theme in the previous few episodes, of course, and we were successful enough in capturing yet another castle too, and that was indeed awarded to us as well, which is fantastic. Now, many of you have mentioned that in, well, a custom knighthood order, it would literally take us a long time and a huge amount of money to be able to pull that off. And, well, while I would like to do it, of course, the amount of time taken would be absolutely extravagant. Right now, we are almost at day 500, and I don't know whether we want to spend another 1,000 days or relatively similar days getting a huge amount of money. I mean, we have a huge amount of money right now, but just consider that many of the Noldor armor and weapons are around the 100,000 mark. So you're going to be spending 100,000 every single time to get one piece of armor, or indeed one weapon, if you don't have any Qualis gems at hand, which we certainly do not. So we're going to attempt to use some of the knighthood orders that we have right now, and then we'll see how it goes later down the line. Maybe if we have a couple of spare Qualis gems, or maybe if we're able to capture some more unique spawns, we might be able to get 100,000 dinars and maybe even save it up. That would be pretty cool, in my opinion. So, as you can currently see, we have a ladder currently built at Falcondark Castle. Fantastic, isn't it? Yeah, we weren't interrupted or anything. And so, we're going to lead our soldiers in an assault. We have some good Empire armored crossbowmen. We have only a battle advantage of -1, which means we're going to have some... Whoa. Okay, that's a little bit worrying. The huge amounts of arrows coming towards us right now, but I suppose it's good that I take the damage rather than one of our weakened archers. Oh, they have some pretty good armor, I have to say, but look at how many arrows. Look at that. That's insane, and now I'm being headshot. No. How dare you? No, I will not allow it. I will not allow it. Hopefully we will be able to get our infantry. There we go. Thank you very much, infantry. Protect me. Yes, just a little bit, please. Thank you. That's all I ask. Okay, I'm going to try and move our crossbowman on top of this small hill here, because you never know, it might be pretty nice to do, so that we can get a really nice vantage point going on here. I think that's actually pretty cool. So let's try and get up on top here. We are losing a huge amount of legionnaires. I have no idea why. They seem to have... Wow, okay, we are getting really unlucky here. Very unlucky in actual fact. It must be that they have a huge amount of rangers. That must be the reason. They have a huge amount of rangers this time. And of course they have an exceedingly good slope to shoot down. Obviously Lethal Durin is doing an amazing amount of damage, and then he was taken out. Wow. That is pretty impressive for the Ravensturn to be able to fight back so considerably. I am actually thinking of retreating right now. And, okay, well, apparently shooting me in the back. Oh, did you see that? Look at that. In the back of the neck. Right through the neck. Do you see that? Right through the neck. He was shot. He's going to recover from that, no problem. He might not recover from the bolt or the arrow in his ass, though. That is probably not going to be too easy to recover from, but the neck thing, no problem. No problem. He just needs some tea and a little bit of a biscuit. He can't have a whole biscuit because obviously the neck thing, but, you know... Otherwise, I think we're actually not going to do too well here. Yeah, we are not going to do well at all. Oh yes, this is the archer one, isn't it? I'm going to retreat here. This is the archer castle layout, which I've always said is one of the best layouts for the Ravensturn, for anyone that has a focus on ranged combat. And I'm actually thinking of abandoning the siege right now because, literally, well... They had 450, we actually took out, what was that? I don't know, 60, 70 units, not too bad. But then you have to think of the fact that we lost how many? We had 188, we lost only roughly 10 units, and some of the units weren't actually that good. We have an overwhelming amount of Empire Legionnaires and armored crossbowmen, but they are our only armored crossbowmen. We do have some more, I think, in Castle Alden back here. No, we just have regular crossbowmen, as you can see. I've done my best to try and get as many units as possible, but right now it seems a little bit worrying, I have to say. So I'm not entirely sure whether we're going to be able to do that. That's a little bit... I don't know. Okay, well, I'll tell you what. Let's go back to Castle Alden, and we'll actually see what's going on here. I'm going to just wait here for some time. Also, I did schedule a training session with our steward here. We have done that, and as a result, we have training grounds unlocked, and I am building that currently at Castle Alden. Without a training ground, we cannot see our noble recruits, so yeah. Not much to be done there. Obviously now, as you've just seen, there is actually... Let me see if I can see that here. Okay, so... Where is it? Where is it? Ah, there we go. The building of training grounds in Boinsbrook has been completed, which is fantastic. So now that we can actually see our noble recruits, we might be able to add some to the Raven Spear count, but again, I really don't want to use the Raven Spear units, even though they level up from Pendor Knights. The Pendor units, in my opinion, are very difficult to level up, and, well, let's just see. Let us just see. Once we go to the war room, I want to view them. We have 63 nobles. We could accept an Empire nobleman into our court, but that's pretty much it. It also depends on our culture, so if we accept these guys, it's basically going to be Empire noblemen. But if we make our own faction at some point, and then we start to gain nobles that way, then we'll be getting Pendor noblemen, I assume. So maybe it's best that we actually leave it right here as the Raven Spear just right now, and then we'll see how it goes later down the line. You never know whether those nobles will actually be quite useful as an alternate knighthood order. But other than that, I think it would be a good idea to head into the tavern here, because you never know, we might find... Aha! Hello there! Show me what books you have for sale. Yes, now, of course, we have been doing our very best to read all of these books. As you can see, I've actually just read all of them. Yes, I have actually just read all of them. So they are kind of useless now, so we could potentially sell them for a very nice nest egg. We might be able to actually gain some really nice money and a cash injection from that. Ooh, also, we can see Adonia and Lethal Duran have leveled up too. So, let's see. What are we going to do? What are we going to do? Well, I think Adonia probably could use some more leadership if she is going to become a vassal at some point. She is just an amazing fighter, as we have seen here. We've just created the most amazing fighter, one of the most amazing that we have. So, oh, I don't know. I don't know about charisma. Everything is at an even level, so I really have no idea. I think we'll go strength, and then we'll just go another point in leadership. I don't think there's anything else here that is as useful if we create her as a vassal, of course. Obviously, Iron Flesh is always an option, but we can always do that next level whenever she decides to level up. And Lethal Duran, of course. He has just an amazing stat line as well. So what do we want to do? Well, I guess intelligence is going to be really nice because we can get another 2 points. Oh my, another 2 points in power draw. Absolutely insane for him to have that. And well then, well, yes, we'll go into Bertild the Deathbringer. I was thinking of renaming him to Bertild Thrust into Neck or Arrow in Neck or something like that, but no. It doesn't seem to have the same ring to it, I feel. Okay, so let's see. What do we want to do? What do we want to do here? Well, I'm thinking persuasion, you know. I'm literally thinking of persuasion mainly because we are going to want to try and persuade some vassals to join us at a later time. And I'm thinking of, well, modifying our stats accordingly because, of course, right now, we are level 38. We are not going to be leveling up very fast unless we kill really high-level units. So let's just take a look at... Yes, persuasion is going to be the one we go for. And then we'll go for some archery here because it's good to have 69 archery, isn't it? 69 health, 69 archery. And we'll just continue on there. Oh, yes, yes. Okay, so shall we go back to Falcon Dark? That is the question. That is the question. I don't know. I think maybe we could take a look and just see how many rangers they have left. I'm sure they have some Silver Mist rangers as well. Maybe. Maybe they have? I'm not entirely sure, actually. Okay, let's see here. They have no Silver Mist, but yet they were able to do so much damage. It must be the vantage point that they all have. Okay, so they have 9 rangers. That's literally nothing. So I think we're going to try it again. We are able to build our ladders exceedingly fast, thanks to Anson, of course. And our party has nothing to eat, so they're going to have to go without food, without their tea and biscuits, and without their 8-day-old baguette. So, yes, that's going to be absolutely fine. 3 morale loss, which is probably going to get offset by the fact that we are going to be completing this particular battle, and hopefully gaining morale from that. And please don't shoot me in the neck again. It took me a while to recover from that. And Bertild apparently has no voice. Oh, actually, he never has a voice in actual fact until he says archers. Archers, yes. He always says it in the exact same tone. Not entirely sure why he's so angry at the archers, but, well, I guess it's because they didn't do such a good job on the last siege. And my shield is about to die, so let's get all of our units in a really nice position here. And try and prevent our shield from dying. Oh, yes, he's not very happy with me right now. Yes. Okay, now please don't shoot me through the neck again. Yes, I already have an arrow in my shoulder. Well, that's not too good. Okay, knowing me, I'm probably going to get headshot now because, well, no shield. And no one has actually been taken out just yet, so I can't pick up their shield. Ooh, there's an Empire Legionnaire I'm actually happy to see die because now we can pick up a shield. Let's try and actually do that. Maybe we'll be lucky enough to be able to get there before we get shot. Really? I can't actually pick up his... Wait. I can't pick up his shield? I can pick up his sword, but that's not useful. Kind of. Oh, no, that's not useful at all. His sword is useless. Ah. Okay, so let's see. Okay, so we've taken out 30 now because, of course, the first volley of rangers have been eliminated. Oh, yes, please try to avoid getting shot now. Oh, no. I think all of their shields are actually being destroyed. That's the reason why we can't pick them up. And that's probably the reason why they end up dying exactly the same as what we are going to have very, very soon, in actual fact. Oh, wow, I'm really unlucky here. Okay, I'm hopeful that maybe one of our crossbowmen will die, because they're not using their shields. Oh, yes, how cutthroat am I being right now? Oh, yes, exactly. Okay, so these guys up there... okay, we're going to need to move our crossbowmen into a more forward position because otherwise all of our infantry are just going to perish almost immediately. Not entirely sure what units we should be valuing more. I think we'll probably try to value our crossbowmen a little more, but, well, if one of them gets taken out, at least I get a shield. So I'm not incredibly adverse to, well, doing this particular maneuver. So let's see if that actually pays off. Oh, there we go. We actually do have a crossbowman eliminated. Maybe we'll be able to pick up his shield. I see a siege crossbow, and that's pretty much it. Wow. Okay, that's not good. That is not good at all. Okay, so we're going to have to see what we can do here. How many have we taken out? 75. That's actually remarkably good. Hopefully we'll be able to do a little bit more before we retreat. Not entirely sure how many bolts our crossbowmen have left, but we'll no doubt find out very soon. No one else appears to be dying here. I'm really surprised, actually, that many of our units are not deciding, oh, you know what? Oh, all those ranged units over there could definitely use a little bit of damage. Yes, they could definitely use some damage, like, for example, some crossbow bolt headshots. That would be rather nice, but apparently that's not happening right now. Maybe there's a shield here? No. There is an Empire Halberd, though. That's definitely going to help me out. This actually reminds me of a particular thing that I should potentially do, and that is, of course, carry 2 shields. Might be a good idea. Shield on the back, shield in hand, and I'll be covered from both sides. So, yeah, that would actually be pretty cool, because if I get shot from behind, like I did in the previous siege, then it might actually block quite a bit of damage, which would be rather nice. So, yes, there's 109, and I believe they are now starting to focus some of the ranged units, which is rather good. I'm going to head up here because, well, if we are going to retreat, I may as well be knocked unconscious, and we'll see what's going to go down here. So I'd like to be able to eliminate that Kier guard if possible, or maybe just a Highlander. I'll just take that, why not? Ah, well, there we go. We got eliminated by a Kier guard, but hopefully he'll get headshot now, maybe? Will you get headshot? Will you die? Maybe? Oh, all of our crossbowmen are out of bolts. Oh, well, that was bad timing, wasn't it? Oh, well. That's just how it goes, I suppose. So we're going to be retreating here, because 34 morale, how can you say no to that? And I think that's actually pretty good. There we go, 122 units we eliminated, so they only have, I would say 250 left, something along those lines. So let us build ladders once more, and then we're going to wait for some time. Because even though, there we go, there's an offer of ransom, but even though we are ready to run in, I'd like to be a little bit restored before we do so. I am going to be accepting this because, well, I want at least some of our damage that we're doing to their relations to be a little bit recoverable, because obviously if we reject the offer, then their relation goes down even further, and I think our honor also goes down, so let's accept that offer. Why not? It's less than 4,000, I know, but I think it's fine. And otherwise, we don't seem to be interrupted at all, which is actually quite perplexing. I actually thought that they would definitely try to attack us, but apparently not. Apparently they have more important things to do. So as you can see, we are definitely needing that rest. Oh my, look at that. Huge amount of arrows just being embedded in our shield immediately. Let's get our archers up here. I'm going to try and actually get them on the hill a little bit more now, because I feel as though maybe if they are a similar elevation to the guys in the archery nest over there, then we might actually be able to have a better chance at actually killing them. Because I think they're the main reason why they're dealing so much damage right now. So let's get over there, and I know I'm turning my back, which is never a good thing, but really needed to put those archers in position. And there we go. Okay, I think that's pretty reasonable, I guess. Let's try and get some cavalry out the front there as well, even though I personally feel like our legionnaires are, well, somewhat expendable. I don't really want to say expendable because, well, Sylvester Stallone isn't here, and, well, there's not going to be a fourth movie, is there? Is there going to be a fourth movie? I have no idea, but whatever the case, these legionnaires, they level up very fast, which is actually very good, so that's why I could be considering them as expendable. I actually gained, I think, 5 of them for every 1 Empire Armored Crossbowman, so yes, the Empire Armored Crossbowman is certainly a lot more valuable, well, when it comes to the Empire units at least. So, let's see, can we get them? There we go, very nice. Okay, so let's see now. Are we going to be able to even deal damage to them? Because we are not exactly head-on with them. We're not straight on, so it's going to give a little bit of a jaunty angle. And I'm not particularly happy about that. Lethal Durin apparently is quite happy with that, though. Seems to be dealing a lot of damage. Wow. Well, I suppose the other 2 points in power draw that he gained, the extra 2 points, should I say, to make a total of 9 now, he is just absolutely destroying everyone, massacring everyone in sight, which is fantastic. Very, very nice. I'm going to try and lure a couple of people out here. Yes, there we go, thank you. Oh, I really do like the headshots. I love seeing the headshots. Okay, now, come on. Yes, I have a Ruby Rune Sword. You will not be blocking me, thank you very much. Obviously, I don't really have a crush attribute on the weapon, which is really quite unfortunate. But I guess that's the only way that the Ruby Rune Sword can actually be bad, but it kills shields in just literally a few swings anyway, so it's not particularly bad. Ooh, okay, so I think I'm actually going to be going over here. And we're going to be... Come on. Oh my, that's not good. Hello there. Hello there, archers. I'm just going to be ignoring you for now because I don't particularly want to go against all of you. I would like to kill all of the archers in the top here, in the balcony, so I'm going to attempt to do something rather miraculous. Oh, hello there. You weren't expecting company, were you? No. Well, there we go. That's it. Thank you. Okay, so how many units do they have left? Well, we've killed 129, and we've lost no one. We've literally lost nothing. I am absolutely shocked by that, because in the initial siege, we lost so many legionnaires. So many legionnaires in a matter of seconds. We had lost about, what was it, 15 legionnaires or something, and they had all been killed, most of them, so that was pretty bad. But now, because they have no archers, yep, the tables have turned. The tables have indeed turned, and I will be heading down. I think I'm actually going to be charging in our infantry, because it seems as though mostly low-tier units remaining, as well as cavalry, and we'll see how many crossbow bolts our archers have. Doesn't seem to be running out too soon. Ah, yes, some of them have actually run out already, so I'm going to be charging some of them in. Oh, hello there. Yes, you will not be doing much with that dagger, I'm sorry to say. There we go. Wow, yep. So, lesson to be learned here. The lesson is, do not give up, because if you get scared off from the initial siege, which is exactly what I did, then you may not be rewarded with a castle of your very own. So let's just see if we can eliminate more of these guys. Try and be a little bit more accurate, will you, Bertild? I know you got shot in the neck, but that's no excuse. That is no excuse. Oh my, yes, and then I got hit for 6 damage. Isn't that fantastic? Really, every HP counts, and I really do not want to be losing any more of it. Just in case a vassal turns up. You never know. There could be a vassal coming any moment. And then, oh yes, Bertold, oh, you don't have a lot of HP to fight. Ah, yes, that's not very good, is it? No. So Anson's probably going to give us some sort of doctor's note, and we'll get some kind of excuse to say that we can't do that, but... ah, well, there it is. 32 kills, actually not bad for a Bertold, I guess. So, there we go. 16 renown, would have been a lot more if we had done that initially, but 255 units, that's actually amazing. We had no casualties. What's up with that? I guess it's because they only had, well, they had 64 archers, but most of our legionnaires were taking the brunt of that. As you saw, our shields were just absolutely pelted and embedded with every kind of arrow under the sun, and there it is. Our crossbowmen were able to very easily eliminate them. I think it's also due to the fact that I chose a pretty weird angle at the beginning, and many of the archers maybe couldn't see us, in actual fact. That might have been a reason too. So, what are we going to take here? Well, we're definitely going to be taking some Jatu Lancers and Raiders. And do they have any Empire units? Yes, they have a couple, but nothing really great. Oh, they have an Empire Mortal. Not bad. Let's take some Empire Knights as well. I'd like to take more Empire Knights, so I'm going to see if I can actually swap a couple of people out. We have some Squires of the Lion. Not bad. Okay, I'm thinking... I'm actually unsure. I guess I'll just leave one Empire Crossbowman for an Empire Knight. I still don't know. Is the Empire Knight worth it? I think it might be in the field battles, but in a siege, I'm personally thinking that the Crossbowman is going to be worth his weight in gold. So, yes, well, yeah, that's just the decision we made there. And I think we can take a lot of loot here as well. A lot of loot. I like that. So, there we go. Fantastic. We can now request that Falcon Dark Castle be awarded to us, and I am not holding out much hope for this, I have to say. No hope whatsoever, because we have already gained, what is it, a town, a castle, and 3 villages. So it is highly unlikely that he is going to decide to give this to us, but I'm supposing that we'll find out very soon. And with that, I will end this episode off here. I thank you very much for watching, and I will see you next time.